All right, there we go. Let's see here. Greetings, folks. Good to have you with us. We're going to start here in just a couple of minutes. We just wanted to kind of get warmed up here. Let's see what we got going on here. Participants. Okay, very good. Oh, man, people are already filling up fast. All right, folks, grab your pen and paper. I'm going to be going through lots and lots of stuff very, very quickly here. I don't want to keep everybody on the line. This is Saturday. We've got a lot of events going on. I know some of you are traveling to events right now. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Kathy, how are you? Carlette, Barbara, good to see you. Pam and Charles, good to see you. Folks, we're going to launch the call here in about 2 minutes. Text your team members. One of the things I'm going to talk about here is getting plugged in. Well, I've got hundreds of people on my team email list. Geez, I forget now what it is on the text list. Not everybody in the organization is plugged into the announcements and that sort of thing that I'm bringing out. In a perfect world, I'd plan this out, weeks in advance, and everybody have huge notice. That's not what we have right now. We're moving too fast. Hey, Becca, how are you? Kate and Brian, of course, good to see you. Anyway, you got a minute or two. We'll go ahead and let it roll right up to the top of the hour, and then I'll go ahead and launch with the announcements, that sort of thing. What do you think of my new Zija t-shirts? I got some new Zija t-shirts. Excited, and I got to tell you something else I'm excited about. For the first time since I was, I don't know, in my early 20s, I ordered large t-shirts, not extra large. And look, they actually, they're not like, choking me to death. I was checking here my BMI, body mass index, and I checked it when, at the weight I was when I started Zija. Oh, thank you very much, Berdina. I'm glad you like the t-shirt. I think it's cool. I was checking my BMI, body mass index. I was overweight when I first started Zija, which, if I look back at those pictures, it was pretty obvious I was. Nobody called me fat because, let's face it, in today's world, you can be 20 or 30 pounds overweight and you're considered an average American. Now, I just checked my body mass index. I've gone from 26, which was it was a little over 26, down to 21.3, which is smack dab exactly in the middle of where I should be for my height and age. Here, going to be 63 here in a couple of weeks. So, do the Zija products work? I think they do. I went to the to my clothes guy, my stylist, yesterday to get some clothes taken in, get something for the upcoming conventions or regionals. He spotted me from across the store. And he said loud enough for other people to hear, "Oh my God, Fred, I never would have recognized you." And so anyway, folks, it's the top of the hour. My name is Fred Holmes. All of you know me, I'm sure by now. There's a number of team members that I don't recognize right now that are new. We've been growing so fast. I'm looking forward to meeting all of the new team members here, perhaps at one of the upcoming regionals or as soon as possible. But this is a once a month team huddle that I want to continue to do because so much is happening. I've got some updates. I've got some information, some things that you're going to want to be doing right now to take advantage of what's going to be happening over this period 115. I got little notes here that I want to make sure I cover everything. I'm going to also have question and answers. Thank you, Pat. Chunkier, yeah. When I was chunkier, that's all way too kind. Okay. I am going to do some question and answers if we've got a couple of minutes here before I close out. As far as getting plugged in, folks, as I'm looking here at the attendees, several of our top diamonds and emeralds are part of this call this morning, and that's because you're all part of my organization. I want you to get plugged into your upline leadership. Okay, many of you have people that are doing the deal. Okay, they've got their communication pathways. Pat Anderson is epitomizing this concept of being a field leader and providing communication channels. And so, you know, part of Pat's team, plug into hers. For me, this is what I'm going to suggest to you. I'm not saying this is to be instead of plugging into your upline leadership, but you can also be plugged into me. And then many of you, of course, I am your direct upline diamond, if you will. Get this in your notes. Okay, number one, go to Facebook. Okay, friend me on my personal page, like my business page. A lot of the stuff that I'm pushing out into the field is being done through that channel. If you are not part of my team email list, I encourage you to get included on that. Go to my website. It's fredholmes.com. Click on Contact. Scroll down. You'll see a place at the bottom where you can enroll in my newsletter. That's the team email list. Get plugged into that. It's a double opt-in type of thing, and so you'll have to click a link in your email to say, yeah, I did really want to be part of the list. So do that. I have a team text group that I send out, you know, notices an hour, 2 or 3 before an event. You can simply text me. My cell phone is 805-320-9494. Text me that you want to be included in my text group. I will not automatically add you, and I periodically ask you if you want to stay part of my text group, but go ahead and get added to that. My YouTube channel. And I almost feel silly saying, I feel like I'm a kid. My YouTube channel. This is where I'm posting trainings, these kinds of videos for people that can't be part of a live, team meeting or whatever. Go to YouTube, search for Fred Holmes Zija. Fred Holmes Zija. You'll see my YouTube channel. Go to the channel and subscribe to it. That way, when I post something new, and I'm going to be getting way more active here, I'm going to explain to you why in a minute, you'll get an email notification that was a new posting. Now, for many of you, you're aware of your goal, please add me to your text list. Jeanette, you are right on the money, sweetie. That's why you've gone gold. You are right on top of it. Very good. Will do. Many of you are aware that the last 3 months or so has been challenging. My mother, serious injury, major surgery, rehab hospitals, and so on. And that has been a challenge. And I've done, the very best I can to stay actively engaged and involved. I appreciate more than you know. So many of you have extended your offers of support, your prayers, well wishes from my mother. All of that is incredibly important to me, and I appreciate not just those things, but also the leaders, and some of you really young leaders, just silvers and golds, stepping up and taking responsibility for your organization in my absence. Now, Mom is home, and I'm excited beyond belief to have Mom back where she belongs. We're trying to adjust to the new normal. I will be having starting, not Monday, Tuesday. Monday's a holiday. I will start having full-time support here in the home, like 9 to 6, to allow me an opportunity to be able to have time and not have to have, moment-to-moment, attention to Mom, because it's very distracting to try to be doing a connection call with you, and certainly trying to do a video call. And trying to hear if Mom's trying to get up on her own and that sort of thing. So things are going to dramatically change in terms of my ability to engage properly with those of you in the field. I want you to take advantage of this time. Before I get into the updates, I want to share something with you, because this is incredibly important. If you grasp what's about to happen, then there will be nothing that will stand in your way. In 2007, the end of 2007, I'd moved home to take care of Mom. She was doing well, but she just really couldn't be on her own and maintain the house and that sort of thing. I was introduced to Zege International. And she was really clear on what it was doing. I flew to the company, took a look at the company and so on. And in that process of making a decision, whether or not to get back into the multi-level industry, and it was a significant commitment on my part, because I know what it takes to build an organization, in particular what it takes to build an organization with essentially a startup company. And my mom says, so what do you think? And I said, well, Mom, here's what I know. With me or without me, the people with this company are going to make a fortune. And it took a while for me to make a decision that it was going to be with me, because, I didn't need the money. I don't need lots of money. I mean, I like my car. I like flying first class. I like my real estate portfolio, all that sort of stuff. But that's not the major, motivation to me. I'm also very comfortable driving an older car and living a modest lifestyle. Now, for me, the real key was being part of something that would become a legacy company. See, I'd had the experience of being with 2 previous companies. And for me, the biggest motivation was to be able to be part of creating the culture with what would become a legacy company. Because I believe in this industry, because I believe that this is the greatest thing that, it's the epitome of enterprise. It's the greatest thing that a person can do to create their own lifestyle, their own financial independence. And when I first started with this company, I was very clear on what it was going to take, that we would need to have to become that legacy company. And in the last 9 years, I can tell you that everything I dreamed about has come to fruition. First, in terms of the company, the infrastructure. There is nobody in the industry today, relative to our size and age, that can even come close to the infrastructure we have. It is almost unheard of to have a company that's only 10 years old that controls their supply chain, controls their manufacturing, the distribution capacity. Some of you have been to the home office. You may not be aware of this. We occupy the bottom floor of that office, but we own the building. Each floor above us is on leases, and those leases are terminating at different times. And as soon as we outgrow the first level, the second floor's lease is going to be up, so we can expand to the second floor. Ken Brailsford has built this company from the ground up with his mind to become not just a legacy company, but a $1 billion a year company, and to go beyond that. But it takes more than company infrastructure. It takes corporate leadership. And what I've seen over the years with the development of our corporate leadership, Ryan Palmer, he's our CEO and president of the company. I've known Ryan since the time I started with Zege. Ryan has matured. He's got all the ingredients that every professional network marketer would want in a corporate officer. He has the passion, the drive, and the integrity that can lead a company to greatness. He works the Zege business like we work the Zege business. He's on an airplane. He's talking with people. He's available all the time. Now, add to that the last ingredient, okay? And I have to tell you, this is the most important ingredient, because you can have an infrastructure of a company today. We could produce well over $1 billion in sales of our products with our infrastructure. Okay, as we sit today, flip a switch, we could do over $1 billion in manufacturing. You got to have the corporate team. Okay, if you do not have the people that can provide the leadership at the business end or the corporate end of the company, there's no possibility of becoming a legacy company. But there's a third ingredient, and that ingredient trumps all of them. Because even with corporate leadership, even with the right company and products, you still need the marketing team. And some of you saw that video I cut from Cancun in February, where I talked about what was about to happen. We took the top income earners in the company, And we came together as one collective entity to drive the second wave. And when you can have this many people with this amount of experience and tenure in the industry, all speaking, preaching out of the same Bible, singing out of the same hymnal, okay, that's when the magic happens. And I've got to tell you, folks, it's happening right now. Everything that I dreamed about having that I could be a part of is happening right this minute as we speak. And so I'm hoping that you're sensing the urgency to be about the tasks of doing what we all need to be doing for our individual Zija distributorship, for our organizations, for our families, and for our future. Now, let's do some updates real quick here. The Diamond Club call was just delivered in the last 90 days, approximately, last 3 periods. We've had over 40,000 new people entered into the computers. Some of them are customers. Some of them are on the positioning pack. Some of them are new distributors. Some of them are well-established, well-known network marketers who have made a decision to come to Zija. Okay, now what has happened? That's created some growing pains. Okay, the growing pains are an essential part of any kind of growth in any kind of business. Okay, some of you have experienced some shipping problems. Okay, a few of you have experienced significant shipping problems. Some of you have experienced large call wait times at the on the customer service distributor support. Folks, that's just part of the deal. Okay, and I'm going to make this really short and sweet. You have 2 options. Okay, the first option would be to wait. Don't do anything. Wait a few months, wait a year or 2, wait till we get caught up, wait till everything is perfect to do your business, and then start. Okay, here's the second option. Go do the deal. Okay, don't worry about the problems we got, worry about the future you have with your company and your distributorship and your business. See, we've experienced this. People like myself and Pat Anderson, we've been around for quite a while. We've experienced this several different times. I mean, the growth this company has undergone, different waves that we've had, we've experienced this. And we've also experienced both of those, options, how people have dealt with those challenges. You can choose to wait till everything's perfect, or you can choose to be part of the growth curve. The last company I was with, they had nothing. There was nothing in the form of marketing. People said, well, we got to have good marketing materials, videos and brochures and stuff. We didn't have anything. We had one cheesy little video that was an embarrassment. The leaders, what we did is we created our own marketing materials. We didn't wait for the company. We blew that company up so fast, there was a period in time that we were selling product that wasn't even going to be manufactured for 6 to 8 weeks, let alone be in the distribution chain. There were a lot of people that just stopped. Okay, what did I do? I got out my checkbook and I started buying product back from people that weren't doing the deal so I could get it to my new people. And guess what? I made a fortune in that company because I was working hard during the time where everybody else was challenged about, well, this isn't working and that isn't working. So guess what's happened in the last 3 periods? Over 40,000 new people. Here's the question. Are you letting the growth pains, the challenges keep you from having some of those people? Because I have not. Okay? I'm enrolling people, even with the challenges that I've had. Now, we already know, and this is just kind of a repeat, we've been able to extend one of the hottest promotions that we've had ever in the 9 years that I've been with Zija, the double fast start commission program, and the second wave enrollment packs. That's all still in place. It's going to be at least through the convention. Your #1 recruiting tool today is an opportunity to bring somebody in with a diamond or a gold pack and offer them virtually an instantaneous return on investment and roll to. They got their money back, essentially. It's where we're at. Nobody's got that in the industry today. Be sure you're plugged into the regional events. Okay, the Orlando event, 16th and 17th, I'll be in attendance at that event. There is an opportunity presentation the night before, the Thursday before. I encourage you to seek out somebody that's in the area. Get them to the opportunity presentation. I'll be arriving, suitcase in hand, just in time to be part of that. Looking forward to meeting all the team members there in Orlando. The following weekend is Las Vegas. Again, I will be arriving there. I'm actually going to be doing some training at that particular event. If you're not registered for the regionals, you need to be part of one of those events. Okay, I'm going to both because it's an opportunity for me to see the entire team, one coast or the other, but be at one of them. You're going to get firsthand information and exposure to the 10 new products. I just heard there's going to be another new product that'll be introduced. We'll get a chance to sample, but it'll still be in R&D format. Be plugged into the global events. Grand opening in Latin America and Ecuador coming up here, I think, right now. In Asia market, Hong Kong is August 18th through the 20th, grand opening. The Philippines, June 12th. As you've noticed, there is a significant push in certainly in all of the foreign markets, but definitely in the Asian market, and that has to do with this concept of a legacy company. Every significant company, and you can name them, okay? There's only about a dozen that have ever hit $1 billion a year. Amway, Shackley, Mary Kay, New Skin, Herbalife. Every legacy company has a major presence in the Asian market, and that's because there's a gazillion people over there. You should be very clear why companies doing this, because we are setting ourselves up to be part of that, group of legacy companies. Now, I had an opportunity to speak with Ryan Palmer. Ryan called me 3 nights ago, I forget, giving me some more details, which I'm going to share with you about why we have what I was talking about this time 28 days ago. I was talking about the concept of grow local, build local, grow global. And I shared with you something was about to happen, and it was based around the correct activities for building your business. What are those activities? Share the product, share the opportunity, enroll customers, enroll distributors, rank advance, help your team members rank advance. Those are the only activities that make any difference in building a business. And I told you that as we were speaking 28 days ago, beginning of period 114, you were accumulating points for those correct activities. You were accumulating points that were going to come to fruition, that were going to create money. Now, I have the opportunity to share a little bit more with you. The full details are going to be on Tuesday night's a Zega Nation call, the global call. That is going to be an excellent call. I'm a little embarrassed. I just said that's going to be an excellent call. And now the next thing I'm going to tell you is I will be hosting that call. That's not why I said it was going to be an excellent call. I will be hosting the call. Ryan Palmer will be doing, a state of the company address, if you will, and introducing this new concept with a little bit more detail that I'm going to share with you because I like being able to know the details, and I'm not going to give away secrets. Chris Estes will be there. Some of you may be aware, Chris just became, Crown Diamond Elite, and now has just surpassed David Moses from an income point of view. Chris is our #1 income earner now. Absolutely phenomenal achievement. You're going to hear from some of the new diamonds. This will be a call that will not only be good for your team, but it'll be good for your prospects to hear. Okay, that is going to be one of the best things that you can do in terms of exposure tool, will be the Tuesday night Zega Nation call. Now, one of the things that we want to kind of start putting some substance to that, the statements that were made in period 114. Many of you are aware that as you rank advance, as you get to the higher levels, there are additional, if you will, back-end monies that are available to you beyond just the compensation plan. When you hit the level of Emerald, you get included in the Emerald pool. It's called Leadership Check Match. We call it the Emerald pool. It's up to 6% of the company's worldwide sales go into that pool, divided amongst the Emeralds. There's a Diamond pool. Up to 4% of company sales go to the Diamond pool people. There's a Diamond Elite pool. 2%, up to 2% of it. And these pools, what they are, it's a reward for the people that have stepped up to the plate, become the leaders of their organizations, and now they're not only making money from their organization, they're making additional monies from the efforts of every organization in Zija, even if it's not part of your team. Now, we introduced here a couple of years ago the concept of the profit participation pools. Okay, this was icing on the cake. Okay, this was something Ken did to ensure the status of our company as a legacy company, and the only way you can do that is to keep the leadership of the company with the company, because there are companies out there, I'm not the only one, the companies are calling and offering big checks to leave Zija and go with their company. All right, that's what happens in our industry. But what you want to have is your field leadership stay with the company. This was Ken's way of ensuring that people like Pat Anderson, people like myself, David Moses, Chris Estes, all of the diamonds would stay with Zija, and that's give us a piece of the company. Now, we've had an opportunity over the years. I mean, the Emerald and Diamond pool that I receive, I get that every single week. I get money that comes to me from those pools. Once a month, I get a check for the profit participation pool #1. And yes, it's a benefit for having stood the test of time, created the organizations, doing the correct activities. But what I'm excited about right now is something that is unprecedented in network marketing. Zija International is going to be creating, let me see if I got the correct term here, the second wave global pool. Now, the full announcement is going to be in a couple of days, but I want to share this with you folks, because not because I want you to run around and be telling everybody this. You don't need to be telling everybody this. And if you do tell them, don't tell them you heard it from me, okay, please. But what I want you to do is I want you to be excited about what's going to happen for you, and use this knowledge to drive your passion for sharing the products and opportunity with people. The company is going to, they've already been doing it. You've been accumulating points for your activities for the last 4 cycles. We're now in period 115. You're going to continue to accumulate points. Those points are coming from the correct activities, enrolling new people, enrolling customers and distributors, rank advancing yourself, and helping your team members rank advance. You already have points that you've accumulated towards the second wave global pool. Now, the challenges with the pools have been, for some people, you got to be around years before you get in the Emerald pool or the Diamond pool. And there's only about, I think, maybe 40 of us that are part of that first profit pool. What about the new people that are actually out there doing the deal? Folks, I'm so excited. Brand new people can be accumulating points for this second wave global pool. We're now entering into, if you will, phase 3 of this second wave program. This has all been put into place and by design. For those of you that are new, or maybe you've been around for a while, if you're doing the deal, sharing the product, sharing the opportunity, you are accumulating points to be part of this second wave global pool. A percentage of the Asian market is going to be allocated to this pool. You don't have to become an Emerald or a Diamond, or more importantly, you don't have to wait till you can get into the profit participation pools. You can participate in what will be the largest arena for Zija products today. And here's the key. And if you go back and look at the team meeting from last period, you're going to hear I said the same things. Do the correct activities today. share the product, share the opportunity, enroll customers, enroll distributors, rank advance yourself, and help your team members rank advance. You're accumulating points right now. These points are going to be added up, and you will be able to receive a percentage of this pool. And the only qualification, other than doing the deal to accumulate the points, the only qualification is to hit gold. You can achieve this at gold. You don't have to be a diamond or a double diamond or a black diamond or whatever, double and, oak leaf diamond. Relatively brand new people can do this. And so the goal today, if you aren't gold, be it gold in the next 90 days. Now here's your game plan. Okay, write this down. This is the secret to success. Number one, use the products. Folks, use all the products. If you're not using the products, if you are not a product of the product, you cannot speak to the products. Okay, one of the things that's happened is I have thoroughly encompassed using all of the Zija products. My body has changed, and people are noticing, and there are people calling me I haven't talked to in years, want to know what's happening with me. Now, secondly, share the products. Don't hesitate to tell somebody about our products. Just today, Cindy Knight out in Florida was sharing the products with somebody she met through her business activities, and the woman is over the moon with our products. She hasn't felt better in years. 4 days on the product, the lady called her back up and said, "Get over here with a case of that stuff. I want it." And today the lady bought a diamond pack, and she doesn't really care about the business. She's just got people she's already talked to about the product. Use all the products. Share the products. Secondly, share our opportunity. That's it. That's the secret to success. Take advantage of the events. Okay, we've got the MIT call on Monday. We've got the Zija Nation call on Tuesday. Josh Plant's call on Wednesday. In a couple of weeks, we've got the Orlando Regional. We've got the Vegas Regional following that. There's a number of local events that you can plug into. Make it an event. Use the video. Get your upline diamond on the phone call. See, there are all kinds of activities that lead to results, and as long as you are using the product, sharing the opportunity, connecting with your engaged active upline, you will get the points that you want. You will get the results that you want. You will achieve the rank of gold, which is where you want to be able to get your fair share of the points that you're accumulating. And I've hit the bottom of the hour. That was my allotted time, folks. I hope this is helpful to you. Let me just double check real quick here. I got one last thing. Am I recording? Yes, I am recording. I actually set it up to automatically record because we already know once I get going, I forget to record. And didn't get the entire. Okay, my folks, if you should have this number. Okay, if you want to get in touch with me, my cell phone number is area code 805-320-9494. Request that you be added to my text list, and because I've already seen a couple, you have to give me your name. Okay, if you're not in my in my phone, I can't tell who it is. I'm not just going to add a phone number to my text group. Tell me who you are, and I will add you to the text group. Okay, with that, I'm going to sign off. Looking forward to seeing all of you at one of the regionals. Get in touch with me. I'm going to be available. I'm going to suggest that you start focusing on doing small team meetings. Give me an opportunity to participate with them. I guess I'm going to go. I've got more I could talk about. Make sure I covered everything. We've done enough for today. Folks, I'm excited about what's happening. Looking forward to seeing all of you at the regionals. Thanks so much, and all my leaders, thank you so much for everything you've done while I've had these challenges here at home. And I'm excited about getting my sleeves rolled up and back into surfing the second wave. All right, that's it for now. See y'all later. Have a great rest of your weekend.